Overnight pursuit through Sioux City has landed one man behind bars, facing several felony charges. Court documents show 34-year-old Felipe Alcaraz was arrested last night after a pursuit that began after an Iowa State trooper watched him drive through a stop sign leaving a convenience store at West 7th and Panoa Streets around 11:30 last night. Court records state Alcaraz led Iowa State troopers and Sioux City police on a lengthy chase that saw him traveling the wrong direction on I-29 and other side streets. At one point, a trooper struck Alcaraz's Ford Explorer with his patrol car to stop him. Documents state Alcaraz crashed the vehicle into a curb on Wesley Parkway and was dragged out of the vehicle through a window by police. A loaded handgun and several other items were found inside the vehicle. Alcaraz was charged with 9 total counts, including 5 felonies with felony eluding. He was booked into the Woodbury County Jail on $50,000 bond. 3 other